Hi, everybody. Welcome today to Make Your Wedding Amazing. I have the best guest ever on today. This is Katelyn Perry, used to be Spinoza, and I thought it would be really amazing to interview a bride that has been through it all, that has really just finished her wedding plans and share some insight. A little bit about Katelyn is her wedding was July 3rd, 2016. She married Keith at the Mayfair Farms in West Orange. The wedding was unbelievable. Every detail of this wedding, this is why I picked Katelyn. Every detail of this wedding was magnificent. Every detail was just so done. It's a wedding I will never, ever forget. And I've done 2,500 weddings. It was just amazing. The family, the whole vibe was just amazing. But one thing I'll never forget was that dress. That dress was unbelievable. I have to ask you, where did you get that dress?
I got it from David's Bridal.
No way.
And it was under $2,000.
Wow.
And that was my unit. Yeah. Because I'm, coming from the performing aspect and having the big prom dresses and stuff like that. I wanted something that would be amazing for me, would be family appropriate for the church and for my family, and that would be also stunning that I would take my breath away once I put it on. So it was $2,000, and trust me, there was a lot of places where I just went, I don't want anything strapless. I want sleeves. That was my biggest thing. So it was hard to find a dress with sleeves, but I'm telling you, David's Bridal, sometimes you feel like you have to go to Kleinfeld's and, watching the show and stuff, but, they let you ring a bell when you find the dress. So it's still fun.
I will tell you that I'm surprised that dress was not made for you. This is just shocking for me because it fit you beautifully and it was very different. It was a unique dress. It didn't look like any other dress I'd ever seen. So to hear that was from David's is amazing.
Yeah.
Huge find. Fine. So I wanted to ask you some questions. So what was the hardest part of your planning? What did you think was something that a bride coming into a wedding really needs to know? What was difficult for you? Was it the family, the planning, the timeline, juggling everything? What was it?
I think it was the timeline. We wanted to get married in a year because with my husband, he's in the military. So he was getting orders right after our wedding. So we wanted to have the wedding before all of that took place. So I guess it was the crunch time of making sure that everything fit in between that. And then I think also the invites, not a lot of we couldn't invite a lot of friends. So most of our friends incorporated the bridal party. So that way, mom and dad got to invite who they wanted, and Mr. and Mrs. Perry got enough invites with them. So I would suggest for brides to give, brides and grooms to give, what's your, max amount of people that you want at your wedding, and then split it down the middle and give your in-laws a fair share on, an equal part of numbers on each side.
Yeah, I hear
so like 50 or like 75, we gave them 100 on each side. So that way everybody's happy and nobody is leaving, with, hurt feelings or something like that,
Yeah, that's excellent. I do hear feedback that's one of the hardest parts of the wedding is the RSVPs, getting them back, because I'm sure when you had your deadline, you still had to call people up and say, are you coming? Because they just assumed that you knew that they were going to be there. Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, to the very last day too, and it was mostly the groomsmen because all the groomsmen were military or federal marshals flying all over the country. So we didn't know that 2 of the groomsmen could come until the day before the wedding. Good thing that they had their military tuxes then, because we wouldn't have been able to have them then.
Right.
So
yeah,
it worked out.
The juggle is for real. So what was the easiest part of your wedding? What would you say, oh, this was such a piece of cake, so easy, I'm surprised? I think we froze.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say is the easiest part of the whole wedding planning?
I think it was the band, because that was the most easiest part, because we all agreed hands down that was, absolutely amazing. Literally, people are still talking about it in the
I love
family
that.
and guests that came to the wedding. They've never seen anything like it, you know, and to have true musicians at a musical family's wedding was a dream come true. So that
And
was
for
the easiest.
I'm so glad to hear that, because we really do want to make it easy for you, that the talent of the band is there, but that, you know, the customer service, that we're taking care of you as well. Love to hear that. Thank you so much. And also for us, it was just so much more fulfilling. You guys are musicians and you were soaking it up. And I just want to mention to everybody that's checking in,
Yeah.
I've mentioned this before, but instead of doing a parent dance, Katelyn and her dad, they sang a duet. I got goosebumps just talking about it. It was unbelievable. This is all a matter of, you know, personalize your wedding to make it your own, because she could have done a parent dance. That's traditional, but she's such a beautiful, talented singer, and her dad is so talented as well. They got up and sang. There's video of that online. So Katelyn, maybe when we post this,
Yeah, sure.
you can post that, because that was so much fun. Okay, so what would you say if you sat down with a bride that just got engaged? What would you say to her? What would be your best advice to a brand new bride that hasn't done anything at all yet?
I would say look to the people that your family is very close to, that own businesses. We actually save thousands of dollars because of how close family friends that owned businesses were to our family. So I sing professionally at a church, and a lot of the funeral home directors would come and listen to me sing. And because I've done it for so many years, they wanted to gift me. The owner wanted to give me a wedding present. So she gifted me black limo for the wedding day for free.
Oh, wow.
And had a driver drive my grandparents to and from the church and to Mayfair Farms, and then drove me and my father from my house to the church, and Keith and I to Mayfair Farms after the ceremony was done. So we didn't have to pay for that. Next was a chocolatier that was best friends with my father in school, a fellow administrator. He gifted us all of the wedding favors, the chocolate covered Oreos with the 2Ks on them. That was for free. Another family friend was best friends with my grandmother. She gifted us all of the stationery, all the invitations.
Wow.
That's thousands of dollars, and she did it absolutely for free because she owns a printing press company. I mean, it goes on and on, but if you have these connections, or your mom and dad do, or your in-laws do, take advantage of them, because they also got a thank you card from me at the end of the wedding. You know, we came back from the honeymoon and that was their thank you card. Thank you for gifting us these services, you know. So not everybody has to give you a gift card to Bed Bath & Beyond, or, you know, cash in an envelope. They could gift you a service, and, you know, you really remember that at the end of the night and for years to come, because they were so, so kind. So I would suggest that. And that really helps brides and grooms that are on a budget stay underneath their budget and not get overwhelmed with the bills when they start to come in for all the vendors.
That's amazing advice. I love that, because it really is a matter of being resourceful, of wanting something and finding a way to get it. If you don't have the money, maybe you can barter, or maybe you can shave something off the budget or something. But that's really great. I'm so glad that we spoke today, Katelyn, because you're so smart, you're so clever. You did an amazing job with this wedding, and I'm even more amazed, even more now, having talked to you and hearing all the backstory, you know, David's bridal and all of the help that you had with your family. Brides, this is what it's all about. You know, you want to have the most amazing wedding ever, and you want to have all the things you've always dreamed of. Be resourceful, ask your friends, ask your family, and find different ways to incorporate those things that you love into your wedding. Katelyn, thank you so much for today. I love you so much. And everybody, if you have any questions for Katelyn, would you be okay with anybody reaching you or asking you for bridal advice?
Sure, of course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll post below this video information so you can see her sing, and also contact her if you have any information. What this is all about is I want to help everybody. I want to help the brides that are starting out to have a really good idea of how to make your wedding amazing, step by step. So feel free to reach out to me, and make sure that you check the Q&As and check this Facebook page and the website, makeyourweddingamazing.com. Katelyn, thank you so much. You are the very best. Say hi to Keith and your family for me, okay? Thank you, everyone.